Hi you guys, hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the return of the weekly vlog. We have a lot to do this week, a lot of bookish things to do today specifically though, so I want to take you guys along with me to do those things. So this morning it is new release Tuesday as I'm filming this. So we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble. They're also doing 25% off certain paperbacks, but buy one, get one 50% off romance. Now we know me, I read a ton of romance, and there's been two books that I've specifically been waiting to purchase, which are the last two books in the Boys of Tommen series, because I've been trying to be good lately about when I buy the whole series versus buying the books as I read them. If I'm like loving the series and I'm like, okay, I know I'm gonna read the whole thing, I will go buy the books like I'm doing right now. But I can tell you right now, there's some series that I've purchased in the past that I'm like, why did I buy the whole series? I haven't even read book one yet, but I know I'll get to them eventually. It's just more of like, let's be good stewards with the money and not buy the whole series and then wait 3 years to read it, you know? That's what I've been trying to do, but because Barnes & Noble's having the sale, I think it's a good opportunity. Buy one, get one 50% off. The last two books in the Boys of Tommen series. And then there's another new book that I want. I don't know if it's considered romance, but it might just be 25% off a paperback. If it is considered romance, we will be walking out with 4 books. I've been really good lately about not buying books like all the time. My TBR cart is, it's rather full, but I also did go to an event where I came home with a ton of ARCs, and specifically thriller ARCs, and they're taking up a good portion of my TBR cart right now, and ARC cart. I've been calling it both. The only 3 books I've purchased recently have been these 3. So we have Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. Been seeing a lot of mixed things about this book. I like her books. I know I wasn't the biggest fan of, what is it called? Oh my gosh, why can't I remember it? It's the professor, and I think she's the grad student. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember it? It's like STEM related. She's doing research. The professor's older, and like the first instinct that she has is like to go kiss him. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember it? I'll pop the picture up on the screen because it's gonna drive me nuts. Oh, The Love Hypothesis. There we go. I had to really like think about the cover. Like I was seeing the cover in my head. The Love Hypothesis. Wasn't the biggest fan of that one. But I read Deep End? No, I didn't read Deep End yet. Not in Love. I had received an arc of Not in Love, and that was really good. So I was like, you know what? This is Ali Hazelwood redemption. I will continue to read her books. So I purchased Problematic Summer Romance because it's summer and I want to read that like ASAP. And then I have Holds of Bride. There's like a video game one. I don't remember the actual name of it. And there's one more. And I had those books, but I was like, you know what? I don't know if I'm gonna love them or not. Worst case scenario, I buy them again from like Pango. So I actually sold my copies. So I have the Libby holds for them. So that way I'll get to them when I get to them. Ali Hazelwood, not yet at least. She's not an author that I automatically like gravitate towards, but I also haven't read enough of her books, so I can't really say that. Anyway, that was a whole Ali Hazelwood tangent. I do love her writing style though. I just don't think Love Hypothesis was for me. Maybe it was a bad book to start with. I don't know. Then the next book I picked up, which I've been flailing around here, is 7 Year Itch by Amy Dawes. I literally just finished 9-month contract last night. I loved it. I was obsessed with it. I gave it 4.5 stars. Why wasn't it a 5-star? I don't know. Sometimes like if I don't get the 5-star feel, like, oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with this book, I'm thinking about it all the time, like I don't give it like, for any range of 4 to 5, I'm like, wow, that was a good book, I'll highly recommend it. 5 stars is very selective for me as of lately. So that's why I guess I gave it 4.5. Goodreads, I did round it up to 5 though, because I did love a lot of things about it. So that one, if you're interested in reading it, it's kind of like Tessa Bailey, but not so, what's the word for it? It's kind of like like Tessa Bailey's like smut writing is here, and then Amy Dawes is like right here. So it is very like, oh, there is smut. That's just your warning. So then I picked up book 2. I am very excited to read this. I loved the concept of the brothers living on a mountain and their sustainable living, and I don't know. I thought it was a good time, so I'm figuring book 2 is also going to be a good time. Then the last book I picked up, which I know we just talked about not buying the whole series, King of Envy. I have not read the series yet, but it is so high on my TBR that I was like, you know what? I'll just pick up this book. And they were cheap. I got these books at BJ's. They were each like $10 to $12, I think. No, they were all 12. So I did pick up King of Envy. I do like Anna Huang's books, and I've said it multiple times on this channel. Her series, the Twisted series, I read that not this past February, not the February before. It might have been the February before, or it'll be the February before that. I don't really remember at this point. I think it was the February before that. But that's the one series ever in my entire career being a book person that I've read the series, like, that was my TBR and that was it. I loved those books. I went through them really, really fast. So I think it'll be the same for this series. Not 100% sure yet, but I will get to them very soon. So I'm excited to read them. But yeah, I haven't really purchased like in bulk. I know I was doing a lot of book shopping in prior months, but I've been good lately. I've been using Libby. I've been using the library. I've actually unhauled a lot of books too. A lot of ARCs that I just knew like I wasn't going to read. So I was like, why am I holding on to them? Somebody else in the community will love them more than me. And then just books that like I've read or have been sitting on my shelf for a long time. And I'm like, why did I buy this? Because it was on Bookstagram for like 2 seconds. So yeah, I'm trying to be more intentional with the books that I buy and the books that I keep, and selling anything that I am not going to read on Pango. So that's the update. We have to go to the post office and we have to go to Barnes & Noble. I'm just trying to decide whether we're going to go now or we're going to go on my lunch break. Because if we go now, I don't have time to look around. But if we go on my lunch break, I skipped the gym because also my back's been bothering me. So I'm trying to figure out like, should I take a rest day? Should I not? I kind of like hurt my back last week at the gym. So I thought it was going to be okay. But then I did a leg day yesterday and I was like, oh, maybe not. So I'm thinking if I take a rest day today, we'll go to Barnes, we'll pick up the books that I want, and we'll do the post office and we'll chit chat along the way. So I think that's looking more like the plan, but I'm going to do like a little game time decision at 12 o'clock. So on that note, let's go make a coffee because it's 10 o'clock. It's almost 10 o'clock at this point. So let's go make a coffee, and I need to have breakfast because I have a meeting from 11 to 12. So I need to eat breakfast now in this hour window. I just had a meeting, so I have a break and then going into another meeting. Thankfully no meetings this afternoon, which is nice. So I have some projects to work on later. So I'll be busy. We're gonna go from lunch break to dinner real fast as far as the vlog goes. So yeah, let's go make this coffee. It's also like really overcast, like probably gonna rain weather. So it's great reading weather. It's also probably why my back is bothering me a little bit more than usual. I'm also pretty dehydrated. So just a whole bunch of factors going to my back, bothering me. So let's go. Sorry, I'm just looking at the organization of my books is driving me bonkers, especially because I've unhauled a lot. There's some holes and like some rearranging that I could do. It's just driving me nuts. But all right, let's go make this coffee. We're not gonna rearrange the bookshelf today because that's a whole other project. I still only have 2 shelves. I think we talked about it on here. Have I not vlogged since I got new shelves? No, that's impossible. I think I have. Anyway, I have new shelves, so I need to rearrange them yet again and just figure out a different system for them because I have a lot of space and there's a lot of holes that need to be filled from the cart to here. So that's probably tomorrow's project because tomorrow I am off of work, which is exciting. So yeah, all right. This is 10 minutes of yapping. I hope half of this is cut, and let's go make this coffee. bit of a spillage. I wasn't paying attention, and I was checking my work email, and then I forgot that I needed to come, like, take 2 sips out of this so that way it didn't spill. And then it spilled because I forgot. I got distracted, but it's fine. So I cleaned it up. We're good. My cup still is, like, looking like I spilled. Looking like it overflowed, but it's fine. It's just a little bit dark. So that's what we got working with here for today. And my second cup of coffee. I was going back and forth on whether I wanted a protein latte or just a regular coffee, because I do need to eat breakfast. I'm just like, it's one of those days I'm not in the mood for anything. Like, I don't want to cook, but I've been having yogurt every day, so I don't want yogurt. I don't want to shake. I gotta figure something out. I got at least 15 minutes to figure it out. So what I might do is, I don't even know. I don't know. I could do oats. I'm not really even feeling oatmeal. It's a struggle. Because I've been eating the same thing every day, and now I'm having, like, food ick about it. I think what I might just do is have some watermelon. I know it's not much of anything, but I think at least that will hold me over for the meeting. And then when I'm out, maybe we'll go just get lunch or grab something. I don't know. So that's what's going on. I have to get to work now and wrap some things up before this meeting at 11. And I'm watching YouTube while I do that. I'll either listen to an audiobook or watch YouTube or just listen to music. Today's a YouTube day because I want to catch up on some of my booktubers. So I figured, why not put that on while I work and just get back into the flow of booktube. I notice when I watch more booktube, I get more inspired to create my own content. So that's what's going on. As far as my media consumption goes, and haven't read much of anything this morning. I read 1 chapter of Keeping 13. I read 2 chapters in my Bible plan, 2 or 3. I think it might just be 2, but the chapters are kind of long in the book that I'm in right now. So I had some grace with myself. I said, I'm just gonna read 2. And also, I got up at 6:30 this morning. Hear me out. Got up at 6:30, made coffee, read my Bible, read a chapter and a half in Keeping 13, and then it was 7:30, and I'm like, I'm gonna go back to bed. So I went back to bed for an hour, and then I got up at 8:30 and then started work, and now I'm here. So yeah, I don't know. It was kind of like a weird morning. I think just because of my back, I've been more tired. But today my goal is to overhydrate, see if that helps. So I'm gonna try to, my goal is to drink 4 hydro jugs, which is 4, 8, 12. That's 160 ounces of water. I normally just go for 3. So it's about a gallon, just under a gallon. But I'm going to try for 4. Even if I can get 3.5, I feel like that would be good. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just dehydration and it's not healing as quickly as it normally would. So I got to figure some stuff out. But anyway, back to work. This was a good little commercial break, and I will see you guys on my lunch break. Alright, you guys, hello from the car. I just dropped off 2 books that sold from my Pango at the library. The post office. I did not finish All the Colors of the Dark. I got like 80% through it, and I was just like, no, No, maybe it was like 70%. But I said, not for me. Sorry, not finishing this. And in the Priory of the Orange Tree, I bought that at a time where I thought I was going to be into high fantasy or epic fantasy. I'm not sure what that technically falls under. I'm not, I hate to say this, but I am not a like epic fantasy, high fantasy girl. Okay, I got a little shy for a second because somebody like came into the car right next to me and I just got a little shy. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I am not a high fantasy girl at all. I just think I need a romantic plot line, or at least a subplot, and like Brandon Sanderson, like those types of books. I want to love them so bad. I really do, but it took me forever to get through Mistborn and Well of Ascension. So I was like, no. Okay, now that I'm not in a crazy busy parking lot, we can finish what I was saying. I was talking about, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, why I decided to sell those books. Not a high fantasy girl. Not an epic fantasy girl either. Very quick to realize that when I was trying to get through Mistborn and A Well of Ascension, and it took me like 3 months to get through them because I wasn't really drawn to them. I wish I could be that kind of reader, and I'm sure if I read more of those books, I would really like them, but they just weren't for me. Like, Crescent City is probably the most, like, I guess that's not even epic. That's more like urban fantasy. Like, I do enjoy urban fantasy, but when I have a hard time picturing the world, I can't get into it, so that's why I sold those 2 books and I unhauled them. But now it's time for a haul. So let's head into Barnes & Noble. This camera's going to die, so we're going to switch over to my phone. And let's go pick up some more books. Left on, like, battery power left on my camera, so I'm hoping to do this real quick. But we have a major dilemma. So I go into Barnes & Noble before and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna walk out with Taming 7 releasing 10 and 2 other books. So Jessa Hastings' new book, and then the 4th one was kind of just like vibes, whatever I saw, and I was like, oh, like, cool, I'll get that. Turns out the ombre spines for Taming 7 and releasing 10, nowhere to be found. They're just the black spines. And now I already have books 1 through 4 with the ombre spines at this point. So I'm like, okay, well, I want the series to match. So now I'm on my phone, I'm going through, like, just Googling who has the ombre spine. So I was thinking, like, oh, like Barnes & Noble online. Score. No, they don't have them. So I'm like, okay, bet. Let me check Target. So Target's giving me a whole mixed bag of options for third party, and then I was able to see that the closest one to me did have releasing 10. So I was like, okay, bet. Let me go over there. Maybe they'll have Taming 7 too. They don't have Taming 7. They have every other book in the black spine. They literally only had 1 copy of releasing 10 with the ombre spine. So at least this one does match. So this is what I mean here by the ombre spine. This one, you can't really tell too much on the camera, but it's a light to dark blue. I need to find Taming 7. Otherwise, I'm going to lose my marbles over the fact that I don't have it. And not for, like, I've been seeing it for upwards of $85. I'm not paying that much money for it. Like, I'll live without it if that's the case. But, like, I'm looking to pay, like, maybe $15, $20 for this book. Max. Because it is on Kindle Unlimited, and chances are I am going to read back and forth between the Kindle version, the library book, once I get it. I'm also holding it because I'd rather read it on my Kobo, and then have the physical copy to annotate. So I'm kind of like flipping out. I'm a little stressed about it. So if anybody happens to come across an ombre version of Taming 7, help a girl out, please. I'm literally willing to, like, pay you to be my personal shopper, and if you find it. So did pick up releasing 10. And of course, because I didn't find them at Barnes & Noble, I walked out of Barnes & Noble with 2 other books that I probably didn't need but bought anyway. So I'll just give you a little quick haul before this thing actually dies on me. The first book I picked up, which actually I didn't know that they did a special edition for this one, and I'm actually really excited about it, is Older by Jennifer Hartman. I love her. I rave about her all the time. You guys know that. I literally just posted a clip. I'm listening to Catch the Sun right now, loving it. So I think I'm going to really like this one too. I'm also a big Bloom books girly, so a lot of the stuff that I read is from Bloom. Then I also did pick up Time of Your Life by Jessa Hastings. Very excited to read this. It's actually pretty skinny for a Jessa Hastings book. It's just over 320 pages. So that'll be a quick read. And then the 2 books that I wasn't expecting to pick up, but I did pick up anyway, are Fall With Me by Becca Mack. This one just recently re-released with this cover, I think. So I'm up to... No, I have one more book and then this one. But I really enjoyed the first one, and I love hockey romances. So definitely a go-to author for me. And I also got to meet her when I was in Florida. She was really, really sweet. And another author that I got to meet in Florida, which happy re-release day to Kat Singleton. I haven't read one of her books yet, but everybody says to start here. And since this re-released today, I figured, hello, perfect opportunity. Let me just start here. So this one's Black Ties and White Lies by Kat Singleton. And it's got more sprayed edges on it. And then the top and the bottom are ombre-ish. So that is my book haul. I'm hoping to find Jamie 7. It's bothering me so much, but can't sit and dwell on it. I was able to find Releasing 10, so at least that is something. But now I do have to go home and get back to work. That was literally my whole lunch break, was sitting here researching, finding books. What a way to use a lunch break, honestly. I haven't done this in a long time, so it was nice. It was nice to go book shopping, but it was a little frustrating because I didn't know that these spines were limited print. If I knew that, I would have purchased the whole series at once. So, all right, I'm going to drive home. Oh, I'm going to get some coffee first. Get coffee, drive home, and then I got a rather busy work day the rest of the day. So, gotta go. Gotta blast. Hello, you guys. It is later o'clock. And I'm about to go in the pool, but I gotta do something with this hair because I have a bit of a hair headache because I don't normally wear a ponytail that low. So, gotta put this up in a super high bun. I'm out here with the dog who's running around like a crazy person. Hopefully you guys can even hear me over the filter, which reminds me I have to plug the filter back into its proper place. Into the timer. Cool. Okay, got that done. I am torn on what to read. I have my Kindle. I am either going to read Keeping 13, which would be the responsible thing to do because I am 70% through it, or do I start the new Jessa Hastings? I'm 65% through it. I don't really want to be reading 3 books at once, so I think I will be responsible and read Keeping 13. Yeah, I don't really feel like reading Catch the Sun. I just want to finish this already. I feel like I've been reading this for 18 million years. I'm loving it, but it's taking too long. So, all right, let's go. 74% through Keeping 13. My heart rate, I'm surprised my watch hasn't been like, hey, your heart rate's kind of high. What's going on? We're stressed. We're real stressed. We're dealing with little kids. We're dealing with an appearance of somebody that hasn't made an appearance in a very long time. Oh my gosh. I am not okay. I am unwell. I am extremely unwell. I have a feeling I know what's going to happen and it's going to make me sob. But I'm probably too dehydrated to even cry. My heart rate is literally like, oh my gosh, stressed. All right, back to reading. I had to give you guys an update because I haven't given you an update on what I've been reading in a bit. Oh my gosh. This book is gonna wreck me, and it makes me want Joey's story that much more. Ugh. All right, 74%. I'll talk to you guys either if I finish it tonight, if something else big happens that I need to give you an update on, or I'll talk to you in the morning. I might be too much of a wreck to talk to you tonight, so. Alright, I'm listening to the audiobook too, while I eyeball read. So, it's just, the audiobook just adds another level of emotion to it. Hello, you guys. Good morning. I have been up for a bit at this point. I just haven't been vlogging and chatting because I actually had to do some editing for some church videos that I'm making. Social media and media in general has been kicking up big time for my church the last couple of weeks. So I've been really grinding that out. But I'm taking a break because at this point there's no work to do until after 12 o'clock. And then tonight I have some work to do. So it's kind of like time blocked at this point. But I am about to go make breakfast and continue reading Keeping 13. I ended last night at a pretty decent part where I felt like I can put it down and go to bed because I did want to get like a good amount of sleep last night. Oh my gosh, so much happened last night. I'm 79% through it at this point. My heart was like racing and breaking and racing and breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking. And I know the end of this book is going to wreck me. Absolutely wreck me. After I finish this book, I think I'm going to finish it today. I have 3 hours left of it. But I'm thinking I can probably knock it out with the audio and the physical book. I'm going to go in the pool in a little bit again. So I'll be reading in the pool. And I don't really have many plans today. I just have youth group tonight at 7. So between now and lunch, and then lunch and 7, I have like no plans. I'm probably going to go to the gym at some point. My back is feeling better. I'm still not 100%, but I would say it's like 85 to 90% better. So I'm okay with going to the gym. I have chest, shoulders, and triceps today, so it's not like I have a back workout going on today. What else? What else is going on? That's really it. Wednesdays I'm off of work for now. I don't know if I like the Wednesdays off of work like for the summer yet. I just feel like you get into a groove Monday, Tuesday, and then you're off, and then it's like Thursday, Friday, then a weekend. It was cool while I was in college, but now I'm like, I don't know if I like this. So I may only do it temporarily, like maybe this week. It depends on the weather too. Like today the weather is actually nice, but if it rains, like I would 100% just go work. I'm not going to sit home and do nothing in the rain. It is good reading time though, so I go back and forth about it. I'm like, I can use the day off to catch up on books and content, but then also like, I don't know. I have to figure myself out, but that's what's going on today. I'm going out to lunch, so that's going to be fun. So it's 9:55 now. I'm going to eat breakfast. We're dog sitting today, so I have to get the dog at 11. And then we're going out to lunch, so maybe the pool will be the afternoon. I think that's what's actually going to happen. I'll go lunch, gym, pool. That sounds phenomenal. And then just hang out in the pool until I have to get ready for tonight. So, all right, let's go make some breakfast. I don't know what I want though. I think I'm just gonna make like egg whites because I don't really know what I'm in the mood for. And that's been the case the last couple of days. Like, I've kind of just been fooded out, but I can't be because we got goals and we got plans. So, gotta check the boxes, gotta show up even when I don't feel like it, and just get this stuff done. So, let's go. Let's go read. Crush this book. Hello you guys, happy Thursday. I am sporting this real high ponytail today because, I don't know, just felt like it. So that's what we're vibing with for today. It's also raining right now, so not really looking to go out anytime soon. I'm working today, so got plenty of stuff to do there. And I do have an event tonight. Fingers crossed it doesn't get rained out tonight, because I would like to go. So hoping the rain stops, but I do have a bit of a reading update. So I'm reading Catch the Sun by Jennifer Hartman, and I'm also reading Keeping 13. I haven't made a Keeping 13 reading vlog because I had started it when I wasn't making a vlog, but I think I have like bits and pieces of a reading vlog that I could string together. But anyway, I'll give you guys an update here. Didn't read too much yesterday. We're just still sifting through the trauma of the Lynch family and the recent events that happened. So that's kind of been a lot, and it breaks my heart to read that. But like I said, I only read like a chapter or two yesterday because I was busy doing content things and cleaning up my computer, which is why like I didn't really vlog most of the afternoon, because this weird thing with Final Cut Pro, it decides that it wants to make you better files than the files you already imported. So it takes up like triple the amount of space. And then it's really hard to figure out like what's taking up space and what you can delete. So I kind of just like deleted a bunch of like raw footage from 2024 finished products. Did I delete finished products? No, I kept the finished products, but I deleted a lot of raw footage from 2024 because I just got this external hard drive in like September. So from September to now, I should not have used like 3.75 terabytes, and it's a 4 terabyte external hard drive. So then I figured out a lot of the storage was optimized footage and raw footage that Final Cut Pro creates. So I deleted all of that. That's forever. And then I also deleted my 2024 library because I was like, well, if I want to edit something in 2024, I'll just import it into a new library. Like, that's not a big deal. So I did that, and then I sorted through all the footage from June that I have not edited yet. That took a while. Like, this literally took me all day because things were just moving really slow. Transfers from the SD cards to my computer, taking a very long time. And then moving stuff took a long time, deleting stuff took like over an hour. So yeah, it was all like not hard work, but tedious, time consuming work. And then what else? What else did I read a little bit of Catch the Sun. If you don't know what Catch the Sun is about, it is about a girl who kind of gets like bullied at school because her brother's on death row, and then she reconnects with a childhood friend who I'm assuming there's going to be a relationship kind of build out of that. And then there's that, and then it's the fact that her brother is on death row. So there's a lot going on in a Jennifer Hartman book, a lot of like deep, heavy, but also like real life things. So that's kind of all I know so far. I'm only like 30% into it. So I really want to make some more progress on that book so that I can give you guys more of an update. And yeah, I want to finish Keeping 13, not today, probably by the weekend. I would love to finish it by Saturday, and then wrap up Catch the Sun. I'm not enjoying reading multiple books at once. Sometimes I do like it, sometimes I don't. Right now I'm in a season where I don't like it. I just want to read one book at a time. I'm also very behind on my reading goal, so if I can just do one book at a time and just like bang them out, that would be great. I'm gonna go drink some coffee and get to work because it is that time of day, and find somewhere else to film because this lighting is just, it's been up and down all the time that I've been filming. All right, let's just go before it gets dark again. I'll see you guys when I see you. Hello, you guys. I don't think I've talked to you at all today. So hello. Both of my camera batteries are dead. So good. So that's why I am holding my mic on a stick using my DJI. Yeah, DJI, which I use more often than not. So I was just like, oh, cool. Both of my Sony batteries are dead. Nice. It's Friday. It's after 5 o'clock. I am still doing some computer work, editing the 4 videos that I have backlogged. So now this is, I think, video number 4. Yeah, I'm like looking at the backlog now. So this is video number 4 that I am working on. Haven't started editing it. I'm still editing videos from June, oddly enough. So this needs to stay. So I am pretty backlogged, but you guys will get all the content still. It could turn into a 5th video because I think one of these vlogs that I kind of just dumped the footage into, it actually has like a spend a day with me in it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's what's going on tonight. I am doing lots of editing. Then I want to try to get one of these videos uploaded over the weekend. I think it's doable. It's just that these videos are long. I like to make long vlogs. So long form content is where I find joy. And it's just fun to make. I don't have much of a reading update. I read, I think like a chapter and a half or maybe 2 chapters of Keeping 13 last night. And that was it. And I wasn't even going to like actually read yesterday, but I couldn't fall asleep. So I was like, let me try a book. Maybe that will help. And I normally read before I go to bed too, but last night I got home so late and I was like, I just want to go to bed. And then midnight hit and I was like, I'm still awake. So I read. And then I didn't fall asleep till like after 1. Not the best for me. So that's what's going on. I gotta get this editing done though, so I can't chat for very long today. And I'm hoping to get some reading done later, which is why I'm trying to like get the computer work done now. Been watching lots of YouTube, catching up on my booktubers and my fitness gals, mostly just booktube, because I enjoy that while I work. It's fun, and I like listening to what other people are reading and their thoughts on the books. So yeah, that's what's going on. That's the update. That's the media consumption, the book update, the day of the week update, and what I'm doing update. So I will see you guys later tonight when I finally start reading, and then hopefully a book update by the end of the night. So change of plans. It's nice out. I said, no, I don't want to be inside. So what am I doing? I'm prepping string. Fun fact, I love to make these kinds of like friendship bracelets. So I am prepping string for a cute pattern that I saw on Pinterest. And I'm going to sit outside with an audiobook and listen to my audiobook, start this bracelet, and just have a great... Oh no, it's not long enough. The last string I need is not long enough. See, we got that much left. We're just gonna have a great time. So I'm gonna measure out this string and I'll show you guys the pattern when I make some progress. Bracelet update for you guys. I hate learning new bracelet patterns, but this one is so cute. I don't love the colors that I picked for it, to be honest, but it's coming along. The knots are just really loose, and when I make my bracelets, like you can tell, like just from these two, I make them like really tight, the knots, so that way there's no space. This one's gonna have a lot of space in between, but I think I'll be able to tighten it up. I just, like I said, not always the greatest with learning new patterns. I stick to my tried and true ones, but I think this is gonna be really cute. It's supposed to come out like, it's gonna look like embroidered flowers, basically. So I guess I can show, you're not even gonna be able to tell what it looks like because this lavender that I picked is too close to white. I don't think you're gonna be able to really tell what's going on here, but yeah, I don't know. I'll show you guys a little snippet. I just did like the first section that I was able to follow from braceletbook.com. I don't even know, like, you're not gonna be able to really see it, but that's what I'm working with right now. Like I said, I gotta tighten it up majorly, but at least I kind of know like what to do now. I don't have to follow this too much. I think I'm gonna follow it for probably 1 or 2 more flowers and then just run with it. I think it's a really cute pattern. It's tedious. And I can't freeball it like I usually do with these. I have to actually follow the grid. So haven't listened to too much of Catch the Sun. I'm at this point now where I'm at like the 40% mark, and our main character, I always forget her name. It's Ella. Ella is just realizing that she might possibly have feelings for Max. And Max is like, well, what do you want this to be? Because I'm kind of cool with whatever you want it to be. And yeah, that's basically where I'm at with them. The story is getting pretty deep as far as like the past and trauma. And I still want to know what's going to happen to her brother. Like, what's that whole situation? So we got a lot of book left. Got a lot of bracelet left. I was going to listen to Keeping 13, but I want to be fully, like my attention to be fully dedicated to that. Not that I don't want it to be fully dedicated to Catch the Sun, but Catch the Sun is one of those books I can listen to while I do something. Keeping 13, I'm going to want to pause and annotate. Like, I'm realizing Boys at Home is just not a series that I really want to listen to. It's more of a series that if I have the audiobook from the library, I'm doing like immersive reading between actually eyeball reading it and listening to it at the same time. So I'm going to get back to making this. We'll cue some B-roll, maybe a time lapse. I don't know about a time lapse, but at least some B-roll. And I'll give you guys like an overhead view of what's going on here. been the absolute worst with updating this reading vlog. So I've been reading Keeping 13, but I kind of read it in the break that I took from recording, and I'm at the 90% mark at this point. And I know I filmed a video prior to this, which wasn't an intro. It was like a midpoint, I think. I don't even know. I might have just been like shortly after I started it, but I'm at the 90% mark in Keeping 13, which means I'm gonna be starting book 3, which is Saving 6. Yeah, Saving 6, which means that's the beginning of Chloe and Gibbs's story. So I think this vlog in particular is going to be a combination of Keeping 13 thoughts, and then we're gonna jump into Saving 6. That being said, and the fact that I'm 90% through this book, this is probably, like, I thought Binding 13 was great. This book is probably like a 6-star. My adrenaline was through the roof. My heart rate was super high. Like, I haven't felt this way about a book in a very long time. So I was like, wow, like the fact that there's so much emotion being stirred up in me, like this is great. Not in like a good way, but great in like a, oh, like I'm really getting into the book kind of way, and I'm getting into the series. So yeah, really enjoying it. I've loved watching Johnny and Shannon's story kind of like bloom over this book, and watch them go through some hardships, some celebrations, some really crazy things that happen, and the fact that they're still able to be anchors for each other is really cool. I've also really liked seeing Claire and Gibbsy and their dynamic, because there's some stuff brewing there that I could tell Chloe Walsh is setting us up for in Saving 6. I don't understand how people, like, I do and I don't. As far as Lizzie goes, like, I understand how people wouldn't like her, but I guess it's because I already had some background coming into the series. Like, I knew from seeing some stuff with releasing 10, and I guess it was kind of spoiler-ish, but I was like, whatever, like, can't avoid it. Everybody and their mother is reading this book. Like, I know Lizzie has some trauma, so I don't know like how that stems into this whole timeline or why it's causing Lizzie to act the way that she does, but I don't like hate her. I almost just more so feel bad for her. And I feel bad that whatever happened in her life to make her act out in this way, I feel bad that she has to go through that. So I don't hate her. Like, there was a bunch of people that I was seeing online that like were absolutely like, no, I don't like Lizzie, like she's just terrible. So I have no animosity, no hate towards any of the characters. I love them all. I'm very excited to read their stories. So I have about an hour left of the audiobook. So I'm gonna be finishing it today. I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty scared to finish it, but I know that it's just gonna set us up for Claire and Gibbsy's story in Saving 6. So that is the update for Keeping 13. That's all I really have to say. I don't want to say like too much, because you really have to like read book 1, because I have to just be like cryptic about it. So I highly recommend reading this series. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I definitely like the more like rich society drama, like heavy topic books. Those are the kind of books that I like to read. Hello you guys, happy Sunday. I don't have too much of a reading update, so I think at this point we're at a good opportunity to wrap up this video, since I am basically between books at this point. 50% through Catch the Sun, and really good book. I am thoroughly enjoying it. We just got to the point where our two main characters are realizing that like maybe they do like each other, and now I'm sure the rest of the book is going to be them working through that. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted in the next vlog on my thoughts on this book. So the weekly vlogs are back, weekly reading vlogs plus the life vlogs are back. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on post notifications and all that fun stuff that we do for YouTube. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.